Maya Research Program is an independent 501c3 research corporation, and it's affiliated with the University of Texas at Tyler through a memorandum of understanding. I founded it 34 years ago with a national board of directors and an international group of scholars as a vehicle to conduct really broad-based, multifaceted research about the ancient Maya people.
We're just counting and weighing the artifacts we cleaned earlier, so that way we have a correct record of each lot.
We have found some stuff that goes back to 250 AD, especially with some of the designs on them.
To actually be at a level where you're dealing with artifacts and you realize that what you've just removed from the ground was last touched, 1,500 to 2,000 years ago, or even 1,000 years ago, it's quite humbling.
I remember the first time I found a small piece of pottery, it just kind of makes it more real that people were here, 1,000 years ago and had technology and lives and meaning.
Welcome to Plaza B. This is an area, a public precinct area, so no residential architecture, so we're not dealing with domestic assemblages within this particular area, but we have an occupation history from about 300 BC all the way to 900 AD. I've been directing this project since 2006. We've excavated at sites such as Ishnoha, Talish Mule, where we had our National Geographic grant last year. We've also been working here at the site of Tizum since 2019, and we've also worked at other subsidiary sites throughout this edge of the Alacranes Bajo.
Phone missing?
Yeah, obsidian.
We found, especially with volunteers, that if you actually get your hands dirty and your feet on the ground with an archaeological excavation, that inevitably those folks become major advocates for the science and for the protection and collection and protection, especially, of cultural resources throughout the world.
It's a whole immersive experience. This session, I was lucky enough to actually uncover a whole new structure. So literally working from the top down, it's a neat experience.
I would say about 35 to 40 UT Tyler students have gone through the program in the past several years. Two of our staff members, Emma Zika and also Rachel Smith, are graduates of UT Tyler. And we first met them in the classroom, and they came down with us as students and did such phenomenal work that they are now members of our staff. Each of them have been accepted into graduate programs, moving on to do graduate work in anthropology as well.
A girl in my class was actually a staff member here, and she knew I got my undergrad in anthropology, and she's like, "Hey, you should come to Belize," and I've been here ever since.
It wasn't intentional at all. It just sort of worked out really well. I worked for a while as a administrative assistant and a tech in the UT Tyler Digital Imaging and Archaeology Lab, and that just really set me up for this and for a couple other really good experiences as well, doing stuff like that.
It really does ground the students of the difficulties sometimes of archaeological excavations. Simply getting to a site, having to accommodate, a couple kilometer hike into your day in management. Working on these different operations with extreme angles of how to do that safely and accurately without losing your context.
Because it's not Indiana Jones. It's not like it's just sitting up on a monument, all sun shining down on it. It's a lot of physical hard work.
Often we see on, and we've been part of things with the Discovery Channel and National Geographic, you see the archaeologists working with brushes and doing fine-tuned work. What you didn't realize that it took them 2 months and 20 meters of overburden to get to that fine feature.
On one half of it, there's a lot of making sure that the things that you are digging up are recorded properly. And then on the people side, you have to sort of play to people's strengths. Usually people tend to sort of gravitate towards the part of excavating that they like the most. So for some people, they really love the actual like pickaxing through dirt and, you know, really digging. And for other people, that's more like they like going through the buckets and finding all the cool artifacts. It's sort of a team effort. And so you kind of just have to figure out where people belong on that team.
I started to work here since when I was young, and approximately like more than 30 years. You know, right now in our tradition, we are already losing the language, you know, the Mayan language. Just last year, I hired some young kids. It's almost like a tradition, no, that we related with the Mayan civilization. And up to right now, I am still learning.
It actually, like, I wasn't really excited to come out here at first, but honestly, you see this right here? It's a rock. But it's actually been kind of like an awakening almost. Like, because you don't know how good you got it until you come out here and start like really challenging yourself mentally and physically, but it's been pretty fun.
I think it helps you grow character. It's just an international project, so you meet a lot of different people, have a lot of interesting conversations.
What I love about the fact that UT Tyler students are part of this is that they get exposed to vastly more than I can ever teach them or show them individually standing in front of a classroom. And they build relationships. They build relationships with each other. They build relationships with other students. We have faculty from Germany, Belgium, Australia. So our students walk out of here with a breadth of understanding that I don't think you can get anywhere else.